What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Action Figure Talk Show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today, we've got a little bit of news for you. And it's not good news. Well, maybe. Kind of, sort of. Depending on your perspective. We're going to be talking, of course, about the Target-exclusive Clone Wars wave. We've got some developments that I'm sure are already the title of this video. But
yes,
we've got some developments. And then we're also going to give a little GTP Toys update as well. So, of course, this is our weekly show, mostly about the Black Series. If you're new here, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. So let's just jump into it, Justin. Last week, well, really for the past couple weeks, we've been talking about the Target-exclusive vintage-style Clone Wars packaged figures that are coming soon. We maybe kind of sort of have a concrete date.
Yes. So, according to JediBusiness.com, there will be no pre-orders in the US from Target. Even though Canada, the United Kingdom, you know, they got pre-orders.
Salacious. Papa Gord, help us out. Riley.
Yeah.
We need our Canadian and UK brethren to rise up. Boba Vader.
Absolutely. We've been saying in various streams, because we did a stream last week where we sort of mentioned this stuff. We're on Lukeness Monsters stream as well.
With Skywalker Hendrix. That was a lot of fun.
Skywalker Hendrix. A lot of fun, but we also talked about it there. So, in a way, I was like, did we talk about this last Figure It Out? I was like, no. These are actually new developments from last episode. But I said, Canada, UK, they are inflicting revenge upon us United States citizens by getting to pre-order these figures, and we don't. According to Jedi Business, they will just be randomly in stock online at some point.
Yep.
And is that worse or better, Nate?
See, here's where I don't know how to feel about this, because on one hand, I've never, ever been able to secure a Black Series pre-order from Target.com. Never. They're always gone right away, especially when it's an exclusive item. So if this means maybe there's no pre-orders, so that means more stock in stores, then maybe it's a good thing. But knowing Hasbro, it's probably no pre-orders and the regular amount of stock that you would see as if there were online pre-orders, because they are also dropping online. They just won't be available for pre-order.
Right. It's just they're gonna randomly go in stock one day at some random time. They're gonna be in stock, and this is what's gonna happen. Yakface is gonna he's gonna unleash the fury of social media posts, and then they're gonna be gone.
Right.
So there's no chance.
Because once again, Target's website has no bot protection at all, so bots can literally just buy up all the stock in 10 seconds and call it a day.
Yep.
Which is literally what happens. It recently just happened with that new prototype, the Rainbow Boba Fett. That was a recent Target exclusive and just sold out like that.
Yeah, so there's no chance to get them when they just randomly go up in stock. But yeah, I mean, with the pre-orders, if they would have gone through with the pre-orders, they would have been up on a weekday in the middle of the week and at a random work time. So we would have all missed out on them anyway. So at surface value, I was like, but the more I thought about it, I was like, that's not the biggest deal in the world, because we were going to have to hunt for these anyway.
Right.
So
this pretty much changes nothing, although it is still mildly infuriating. Just because, why not just have pre-orders? Why not?
Because they're Target exclusive.
Why not force Target to get some bot protection on their website? I don't understand how a billion-dollar corporation can't afford bot protection on their website. Can't put a little CAPTCHA. Can't put a little CAPTCHA.
Yeah, I mean, we secured our...
select the fire hydrants. Can't do it.
The crosswalks.
Yeah.
But speaking of pre-ordering, Walmart did not cancel our pre-orders yet for the Shock Clone Commander.
I think those pre-orders are going to stick. Judging by how both Rampart and the Shock Trooper surprisingly went in and out of stock almost all day long.
Yeah.
When they were released. So seems like pre-orders are going to stick, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to say is I actually managed to secure a Zavi pre-order of the Clone Wars figures, which is a UK site that ships to the US. But, and for anyone else out there that purchased a wave from Zavi that lives in the United States, don't be surprised when they cancel your pre-order. I have a sneaking suspicion, and it's pretty much been confirmed that these will get canceled, and not because of Zavi, but because Hasbro will not let them ship exclusive figures to the United States. We had some people reach out to us and say that they did it with some G.I. Joe Target exclusive figures. I also know that Zavi has done that as well with NECA TMNT stuff.
Okay.
That is Walmart exclusive.
Yeah, my thought process there is if they crack down on exclusive G.I. Joe, you gotta think they're gonna crack with how weird they are with Star Wars. I just feel like they're extra weird when it comes to the Black Series.
Definitely. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep my pre-order and see what happens. Maybe by some miracle they'll ship. But for anyone else out there that also lives in the United States and got a Zavi pre-order, do not expect that pre-order to actually go through. So still go out and hunt. Which leads us to our next little talking point. Yakface.com. We do have some dates. We do have some dates of when the Clone Wars wave could potentially be dropping, starting, which originally Father's Day was the rumored release date.
Which because people are confused because this date is exactly 1 month before Father's Day. Father's Day is June 20th. And Target stores are expected to actually get the products the week of the 20th. Now, the reason that is still a Father's Day thing is, and Yakface kind of trolls people when they're confused, like, Mother's Day sales happen before Mother's Day. Like, it's not like the sales happen on
Father's Day.
On Father's Day. It's like leading up to Father's Day. So that is the logic behind that. But yes, they are expected to get the stock the week of the 20th.
May 20th.
May 20th, this month. And there is a planned display for Father's Day on the 23rd. Now, this is just a Father's Day display. According to Yakface, he also said whether or not they decide to include these figures with that Father's Day display like it is designated to, or whether they go randomly up on the shelves right on the 20th, or some random time after the 23rd is entirely up to each store.
I wonder if the 20th is the street date or if the 23rd is the street date. I feel like we need to lock in that information.
We do, because, and we said this on our stream, when I was like, can we just do we have all that information to set it straight? And I don't think we have all that information.
Not quite.
Just yet. Whether it's the 20th or the 23rd, we probably will attain more information once we get closer to that date.
Right. Because here's my other question in my mind is, where's this mystical Father's display going to be? Is it going to be in the clothes? Is it going to be in electronics? Is it going to be in the toys?
Because the Clone Wars figures are supposed to be part of that display.
Right.
So I think it'll be in toys, but the idea of a Father's Day display in the toy department doesn't make sense.
Right. I feel like it would be in the clothing sporting goods or the clothing department. It's just so weird to randomly lump these 4 Clone Wars figures in with a Father's Day tie-in.
Shout out to all the dads out there who love Clone Wars. We know a lot of you are out there.
Plenty.
But it came out in 2008. I don't think Clone Wars is some nostalgic thing for fathers to grow up with, the fathers of this current generation.
It's
because I'm nostalgic for season 1 of Clone Wars. I remember watching that when it was airing, but I was also 13, so I was a child.
Right. It is weird. You'd expect original trilogy figures.
Yeah.
Or maybe even prequels at this point.
True.
So
We are getting old, Nate.
I know. 30's right around the corner for me. Well, 3 years. More like 2. Because it's almost my birthday.
Oh.
Next month.
Oh.
Get out there. Get on the hunt at your local Target. Probably start checking May 20th. Don't be surprised if they're not out until the 23rd.
Or any time between the 20th and the 23rd, or any time after.
Because we know...
we're just going off of current information right now. This may change.
We know Target employees love to put stuff out, even when the box clearly says, don't put it out. Even when they scan it to put it on the shelf and it says the item is street dated, they still hang it on the peg.
Boba Fett.
Archive waves.
Yeah.
And then for the employees to ridicule you, accuse you of going in the back room and stealing them to purchase at the register.
And that actually really did happen.
And it happened to both of us.
Snatching and all.
Yeah.
Where'd you get these?
The shelf. Where'd you get them?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the fact that Yakface himself said in the comments, like, you can expect some stores to put them out before without the display. Like, these could just show up on the pegs at some random time, or they could, do the correct thing that they're supposed to do and put them in the Father's Day display.
Yeah, it really just
We
depends.
still don't know what the Father's Day display is or what it's going to look like. What else is in there?
Where it's going to be.
It's going to be Clone Wars figures and then socks.
Like a razor, like a t-shirt that says #1 Dad, novelty coffee mug.
And you get your Clone Wars figures while you're getting your #1 Dad.
Also, the really stupid novelty golf set where it's for the toilet.
Yeah.
And you're sitting on the toilet and you're putting.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, it's weird. I mean, it's weird that they're not doing pre-orders. It's weird that it's just going to go randomly in stock on the website at some point. Who knows? Maybe that'll be on the 20th. I mean, might be worth a look, maybe?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, with the information we have right now, definitely check on the 20th. And, of course, the 23rd is the actual date they're supposed to have this Father's Day display.
Yeah. So, there you go.
So stupid.
Later in the month, start religiously checking every single Target in your area like a madman. Where I always just imagine...
And Pop Finder and BrickSeek are not going to work.
Yes. So. But I always imagine, like, the security guard or whoever watches the cameras, they see me do the same thing every time I walk into Target. And I always wonder, I'm like, if they're watching that closely, like, there's always that guy who walks over to the NECA section, walks to the toys, and walks out empty-handed.
Yeah, so they're going to get the authorities involved because there's some weird scheme that you're doing.
Right.
It's like if you went on and did something great and there was a biography about your life or like a documentary about you.
The man who went to Target every single day.
Like true crime podcasts would be made and your habitual Target loops would be in there.
Why was he in Target? Who knows? This week on Unsolved Mysteries. But then we also got an update from our favorite toy company, GTP Toys. Obviously, we've talked about this saga for a decent while now on the channel, and while we haven't been getting weekly updates as originally promised, we still are getting some updates. And recently, we got a nice test shot of the Tantive 4 hallway with some lights. And all of my problems mystically melted away, and I went, I'm so happy I pre-ordered this.
We saw shiny lights, and we go, okay.
Take your time now, I'm okay. But really, that's all that needed to be done.
That's all
originally.
that needed to originally happen were those couple of posts that came out, and specifically the video.
Yeah, so...
Which was just a prototype.
Right.
So it's going to be even better.
Right, because it was hand-painted. So it was a hand-painted prototype. Allegedly, the paint application and the lights will be even better, but even that small snippet looked fantastic.
All right, yeah.
So I'm just super excited to get my hands on it now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, It's going to beef up my Star Wars display. I need to go get more Stormtroopers. I need to go get more Rebel Fleet Troopers.
They need to come out with that photoreal Leia.
Yes.
So we could have her kneeling down with the plans and putting it in R2.
Yes.
Because we have R2 in the Black Series, got C-3PO.
Just imagine
Vader, of
having
course.
your A New Hope Vader pointing at Leia. Great update. Of course, we want nothing but the best for GTP Toys, and obviously we sympathize with him with recently, him having troubles with his former business partner, also his brother, abandoning him and leaving him to deal with the project on his own. So we want to see it succeed, and it's nice to just get these updates because now I'm not worried anymore. I see the product. I know that it's coming. There's progress being made. Great to finally have some updates from GTP Toys. And then just real quick, of course, if you are on the fence about it, they will only be making enough for the pre-orders. So you have to pre-order it before June if you want to get it. There will not be any extras for sale, except for, of course, most likely on the aftermarket, which they'll probably be double price, triple price.
No.
So if you want it, you gotta commit to it now, or at least before June. And that is all we had for you on this episode of Figure It Out. Of course, if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series here on the channel. Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you folks next time on Out of the Basement.